entitled "Mom Faked a Medical Emergency for My First Class Seat, so I made sure the whole plane knew." The glorious fizz of my first ever pre-flight champagne was interrupted by a shadow. "Excuse me," a woman with a designer handbag and an ironclad sense of entitlement said. "My little angel needs this seat. He wants to see the clouds." She nudged forward a 7-year-old who was too busy glaring at an iPad to even look up. I had worked 60-hour weeks for a solid year to afford this one-way ticket to see my sister. This seat wasn't just a seat. It was a symbol of my sanity. "I'm sorry, but I paid for this specific seat," I said, keeping my voice even. Her perfectly manicured eyebrows furrowed. "But he's a child. Children deserve to experience the magic of their first flight. It's about the experience." Her voice climbed in volume, catching the attention of other passengers. "I'm sure he can see the clouds from his own seat," I replied, turning back to my window, hoping that would be the end of it. It wasn't. She immediately flagged down a flight attendant. "This passenger is refusing to accommodate my son's needs," she announced dramatically. The flight attendant, a saint named Maria, gave me a look that said, "I am so sorry," before addressing the mother. "Ma'am, I understand, but this passenger has paid for her seat. Our policy doesn't allow us to move passengers against their will." The mother's face twisted. You could practically see the hamster on the wheel in her brain spinning furiously. Suddenly her eyes widened. She dramatically clutched her chest, her breathing becoming ragged and loud. Oh my God," she wheezed, stumbling against the seat in front of me. "I can't breathe. I think I'm having a panic attack. It's so claustrophobic back in coach. I need more space." Her eyes darted to my luxurious legroom, then back to the flight attendant. Maria's professional concern kicked in. "Ma'am, do you need medical assistance? We can call for a doctor on board." This was the moment she was waiting for. "Yes, please," she gasped. "My doctor said I have a rare condition. It affects my circulation. I need to elevate my legs." The performance was so bad it was almost impressive. I'd seen her stomp down the aisle moments before, complaining about the overhead bin space. I leaned forward, making sure I had Maria's full attention, and spoke in a clear, calm voice that carried through the cabin. "Excuse me, I need to make something very clear. This woman was perfectly fine 2 minutes ago. Her rare medical condition only manifested the exact second you told her she couldn't have my seat for free." The mother froze, her fake gasps catching in her throat. The man across the aisle lowered his newspaper with a grin. A woman behind me chimed in. "She's right, I heard the whole thing." Maria's face went from concern to stone cold in a split second. She picked up the cabin phone. Her voice was firm and official. "Ma'am, faking a medical emergency on an aircraft is a federal offense. You have 2 options right now. You can take your son and return to your assigned seats immediately, or you can deplane and discuss your actions with airport security. The choice is yours." The woman's face turned from pale to a blotchy, furious red. She stared daggers at me, snatched her son's arm, and dragged him back toward economy without another word. The quiet, satisfying sound of a few people clapping filled the cabin. A few minutes later, Maria returned to my seat. "I am so sorry you had to deal with that," she whispered, refilling my glass. "This next bottle is on us." I leaned back, took a long, blissful sip of champagne, and enjoyed the most peaceful flight of my life.